Alright guys, what's up? It's your boy Nickel. I wanted to sit here and show y'all some new stuff that I got for the truck. So, just wanted to go over everything with you. I got the varham air grabber intake. I think I said that right. Anyways, it replaces the stock box and tube and all that. Just want to kind of give you a brief overview of it. These filters come white when you get them. But there were some complaints on the forums that I read. I just wanted to try to nip everything in the butt so I didn't have any issues with these. Supposedly the seal down here is a black seal. It's really thin. Some people were saying dust was getting by it. So what I did to eliminate that is I got the stuff by Frost King. It's for tonneau covers and the big old toppers that you can put on the back of the bed. This stuff is 3/16 inch thick by 1 1/4 inch wide. It fits just perfectly in this groove to get you a tighter seal. Another thing that people on the forums were complaining about is it needed to be re-oiled or had more oil added to it when it came to you because there wasn't enough on it supposedly. I don't know, but I wasn't going to risk it, so I went and picked up this green performance or green filter oil and cleaning up kit. Supposedly that's exactly what this filter is, but the oil that comes with it's green. So where's it at? Well, shit, it's somewhere in here. Instead of a white filter, I got a green filter now. So I mean, it don't really matter. You can use the green, you can use K&N, it don't matter. It's just some type of oil for these oil filters. So like I said, with this intake, it deletes the PVC hose and it goes to this chrome thing. You just pull that factory elbow out right there out of the rubber hose, out of the plastic hose that goes to the other side of the intake. You install this chrome breather right here and just tighten it down with a hose clamp. It slides back on. That's the PVC system. If you look underneath, it's just a coupler. Back here in the back, right here is your factory IAT sensor. You remove that quarter turn, take out of the factory one, and you install it in this coupler that this kit provides. You want to make sure that it looks like a loop. You want to make sure that loop is flat where air can actually pass through that little nipple or sensor on the end of it so that it reaches the correct air. Otherwise, it'll throw a light or you'll have an inaccurate IAT sensor temp. Coming around this side, it looks a lot different with everything removed. You know, your box is right here. There's a bracket that mounts it to the fender right here. I removed that as well, cleaned it up. And of course, the intake tube goes over here, and the PVC hose, you know, did clip in right up here. So all that's gone, and it leaves so much real estate over here to work. I don't know if also you noticed, you don't have to remove the engine cover if you want. I chose to remove mine just because I didn't see the point of leaving it on there. Just didn't want it. Second thing is, supposedly they hold in heat for, you know, the intake and all that. I didn't want to do that. That was the whole point of putting this intake on, was to remove as much heat as I could. There's a couple wire clips that go on the harness. You got a couple bolts for this bracket that go through the fender liner. 1, 2. Those are 8 mils, by the way. The ones on the fender, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. They're 13 mils. Just get you a 13 mil and take them out. And that'll get rid of this box. And of course, that scoop section goes into here. And if you choose to remove that, you can, but that's up to you. I guess I should have removed that when I did my shutter delete. But I didn't think about it. Hindsight's 20/20. I also did the active air grill shutters, whatever you call those things. I went and deleted it fully. What's the good thing about these 2019s and up, if you remove it and just leave the motor plugged in, you will not get a check engine light, which I thought was super nice. So I did that as well while I was here. I also got Jay to update my tuning to accommodate for the intake and to let him know that I deleted the shutters as well, so that, he could accommodate for everything. I also did a custom data log with him to make sure everything's specific, if I said that right, for this truck. I also wanted to show y'all a couple other mods I've added. As you know, I had that old raggedy Cobalt toolbox. I found this weather guard on Craigslist and the headache rack. They were used. I got them bed lined at my local shop here. I paid $200 for the box and the headache rack, and then I paid another $200 to get the box and the rack bed lined. I also added my tailgate light strip to the top up there instead of having it on the toolbox where I originally had it. Nice toolbox, really good. Matter of fact, this headache rack, is supposed to go on 2500. I just cut the inside part right here on the inside. You can't see it, but it's what actually mounts it right here to the bed. I just cut that off flush, and the rack went on. And of course, the toolbox holds it on there, so I don't have to worry about it going anywhere. The only thing I had to do was extend my wiring for my tail light bar up here. And that's pretty much the only updates I've done. Last time y'all saw it, I did the LED headlight conversions and a whole LED swap. I did do this too. I am adding a wideband kit, or wideband gauge I should say, up here. I removed my A pillar. There is a individual on Facebook called Ortiz Custom Gauges. He's going to take my factory pillar. It looks just like this one over here with the handle. He's going to add me a couple gauge pods, hopefully down here at the bottom. That'll accommodate a 2 1/16 or 52 millimeter gauge pod. And he said turnaround on that's usually 2 weeks. And I'll have that back in soon, and I'll install that and show y'all what that looks like. I bought the AM30-3010 AFE kit, or gauge I guess you could call it. It comes with the sensors, the wiring, weld-in bung instructions. Real simple. I'll go to my local exhaust shop here soon. Whenever that comes in, get it installed, get that situated, and get everything ran up here, and then wait for that pod to come in and see what that looks like. If y'all got any more questions, comments, concerns, criticism, just let me know. And I don't mind helping and answering people's questions. Trying to figure out what my next mod is going to be, other than a wideband gauge. If y'all got any more suggestions, just let me know. I was trying to go a nice traditional off-road look with not having to do a big lift and everything else. Y'all just let me know. Talk to y'all later. Bye.